What is up guys, Andy Forestine Runner here, and today is a workout video. Today is the first workout back since the 1:15 half. We got an action-packed video today, including finding out which Hokas we are now going to be testing in the next week or two, and what the plans are moving forward over the next few months in terms of races and new goals. Okay, so just before we dive into talking about the new Hokas and then of course the plans moving forward and what this whole next training block is going to be like, myself and Lee's here this morning. We're going to hit the undulating trails and do 8 by 3 minutes on, 2 minutes off, 3 minutes on, 1:30 off, sorry, on the rolling hills. Nothing strenuous. Was going to use the grass track, which is right there, but decided to do the hills for the reason you'll see later in the video. This is going to be a good one. It's only just turned 6 o'clock. Halfway through so far, 4 reps out of the 8 done. Feeling good, but it's always hard when you get up super early and get out. For those of you wondering, I know I had a lot of comments saying about improvement over the year and what have you in times. This right here is a staple. Intervals on rolling terrain. Can't beat it. Honestly, one of the best. Yes. 10 by 3 minutes on with 1:30 jog recovery done. Ended up doing a couple more. I set my watch to 10 intervals with the goal of doing 8, but felt good today, felt really good. Lee had to leave us at 9. He had to shoot home and get to work, but another really solid effort by him. Absolutely love running with Lee and working out with him. We push each other, it's so cool. So that's the first workout after the half marathon time trial done and dusted. A lot of you might think it's quite soon after. It is quite soon after, to be honest, but with the taper last week, I just felt so fresh for the half marathon. And when I'd done the half marathon, I just didn't feel beat up at all. I went for a 2.5 mile walk with James that evening after the half marathon. felt absolutely great. Rested Sunday and just felt like I had a rocket up my backside on Monday's steady run. So I was just ready, just feel ready for a workout, and if the body wants to do it, we'll let the body do it. So I hope you enjoyed that. Let's now go and have a look at these new shoes, and then of course talk about the upcoming plans, the upcoming goals, the exciting turn of events. So there we go, workout done with Lee. Absolutely smashed it this morning. So happy with how that went, and I am absolutely knackered now. So I'm going to enjoy my rest day tomorrow and enjoy the rest of today. But I've got some exciting news to share with you. I've got a couple of things I want to go through. Of course, I've got these new shoes that I'm going to reveal to you in just a second. And I'll do that first before we talk about the future goals. The next 3 months of training, boys and girls, is going to be so exciting. And I'll give you a little bit of a hint. There's a couple of things that I've bought, including the shoes sat right there, which I'm going to show you now, and it's going to give you a hint as to what direction I'm going in over the next 3 months. But let me tell you, it's a little bit of a curveball. I'm going to explain my decision very shortly, but I'm going to show you this. This thing has taken nearly a month to get here, and it's come without water bottles. But I have my very first running vest. Yes, I have my very first running vest. I got this thing. I think it's more of a budget pack. I'm not like an ultra runner. I am a trail runner because I run on trails, but I'm not a trail runner that tends to use backpacks and things like that. But I need it. I need it for what's coming up. So I just thought to myself, I'll grab one that's got relatively good ratings on it. I know Chris from Here We Are Running uses one of these guys' backpacks. I've seen it. That's actually the reason why I bought this. So Chris, if you're watching, I saw it in your video and I thought I would grab a pair because grab one because you're always wearing it. So I need to get some water bottles for it. But yeah, I have my very first running vest, and onto the piece de resistance. I know you know what this is. I know you are. They're not road shoes, boys and girls. They're not road shoes. They are trail shoes. My very first trail shoes. I've got to be careful not to knock the microphone here. We have got some Hoka One One Torrent 2s in the house. Yes, Torrent 2s. The first trail shoe I have bought since the Nike Pegasus Trail last year. You've got to give this video a thumbs up and a comment if you think I don't review enough trail shoes, despite the fact that I run on so many trails. Honestly, boys and girls, I love trail shoes so much, and I've been walking around the house in these. I love them. They're so nice. Of course, we've got loads of shoes in testing at the moment, but I've got these for what is upcoming. So I just want to share those couple of items with you. Obviously, we've got an exciting workout, we've got some exciting items. Now let's talk about what the upcoming goals are. Now we have the Torrent 2 in its pride of place. I can't wait to try that out next week. So I'll do a first impressions and all of that good stuff next week, and I want to take it somewhere good for a run. Get James to take me out some good single tracks and really give it a good test, because I don't want to just do a boring cycle track in that thing. I run in all my road shoes in that, so I'm going to find some good trails to take that thing on. But that's a side note, I digress. What is the goal? What are we training for? What have we signed up for? Well, I haven't signed up for it yet, but I will be signing up in the next couple of weeks, hopefully. So I say every year in my goals video that I've got all these goals that I want to achieve. They're normally time-based goals over the 10K half marathon and marathon, because I love to train on the trails and race on the roads. But every year I always say I want to challenge myself with a race. And in my mind, what that tends to be is some kind of trail race. And last year I got so caught up in the road running scene that I didn't take a breath and take a step back and give myself any time to go and race any decent trail events. The best races I've ever had are trail races. In particular, 2 years ago, the Brecon Beacons half marathon was by far, hands down, the best race I have ever done. I came 4th place. I was in 2nd for a lot of the way, and I blew up massively because I completely underestimated the Brecon Beacon hills, and it was just... Trail racing is magic, okay, and I know not a lot of you are into trail racing, and I know a lot of you are into trail racing, and as I said, I don't review enough trail shoes, but I want to dedicate 2 or 3 months, however long it's going to be until the race, to actually focusing on this trail race. I want to submerge myself in the art of running hills and to get better, because we, ladies and gentlemen, are going to be training for a mountain marathon. Yes, that's right, potentially 2 mountain marathons, but definitely 1 mountain marathon. So at the moment, on October the 10th, run by Trail Events Co, and both of these events by Trail Events Co, we have, I can't remember which one it is in October. I think it's the Brecon Beacons.
I think it's the Brecon Beacons on the October the 10th. And then in mid-November or 21st of November is Black Mountains Trail Marathon, or it's the other way around. Either way, there's 2 events there that I have my eye on. I'm just trying to make sure it works in with work and family, and if it does, I will be booking those up and training towards it. I've had a good chat with my wife. I've sat down, explained what I would like to do, my goals. And my goals are simply to go and have a blast, because with trail races, boys and girls, you have good fun, you enjoy yourself so much more than you do with road racing. And I feel I owe it to myself to dedicate some time to trail racing. I know deep down in the future that trail racing is my calling, and ultra marathons, not 100 milers, but ultra marathons are something that I want to explore and want to become really, really good at. But right now, at my time in my life, at 33 years old, I feel it's important to focus on speed, because that's what I love. And I know if I digress from that now, I'm going to have that regret. But I know there's going to become a natural turning point, which I feel is coming at some point in the next 2, 3, 4 years, where I'm going to start to migrate more towards the trails than I am the roads. And so I want to give myself, as I said, this time to train for these mountain events so that I can go out there and have some fun. Hopefully Lee's going to be doing it with us. Maybe James on one of them. He's training for another ultra, but on one of the November one he can do, the October one he can't. So if we do the November one, hopefully there'll be 3 of us doing it, and it's just going to be such an epic time. And I want to share this with you to explain how training and training videos might look over the coming weeks. But first, we have the Severn Bridge 10K still on at the end of August. So we've got like 4 weeks to train for that. And so although my training is going to be on the trails, I'm going to be keeping up the speed work until that event is done and dusted and out of the way. And then we're solely going to be focusing on hills, longer stuff, mountain marathons. The October one has 7,500 foot of climbing. The November one has 4,500 foot of climbing. The October one is 12 miles uphill to start with. It's just undulating, it's just all uphill. I don't know what I've let myself in for, but anyway, I digress. I'm waffling. I wanted to share that with you. It's exciting. When I've booked it, I'm going to start a proper training series telling you guys how I'm going to be training for these events, and we're going to get the job done. I'm excited. Let me know in the comments below if you think it's a good idea, if it's a bad idea, and what you're training for. End of the day, this has been a crazy year. I feel it's a great time to be crazy, mix things up, do something different, live a little, stop running on the roads, and then we'll train for the roads again for next year and get that championship time that we've been yearning for so long. Guys, I've talked too long. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure you give it a like, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel for weekend running content, and when I know more information on all of this stuff, I will of course share it with you first. Until then.